To make the presentation to the Social Entrepreneur of the Year, could you please welcome on stage the Chairman of the Judging Panel, Denis O'Brien.
For many blessed with entrepreneurial talent, the desire to effect change and to make a difference finds expression outside of a commercial context. This year, the judging panel wish to recognise the contribution of one such individual whose lifetime work embodies these values.
Almost 30 years ago, Irish press journalist John O'Shea had an idea of how he could make a difference. And with the dogged spirit of a true entrepreneur, he immediately set about putting it into action. John's vision was to organise fundraising events for the world's poorest people, which harnessed the goodwill of sporting celebrities. A feat only made possible by his unique powers of persuasion.
Well, how does anybody get involved with goal? With John O'Shea, of course, you know, and I've known him from probably since I started playing snooker, and he just came up and told me that I'm doing something for goal, and that was it. So how could I refuse? I think he's one of the real sort of unsung heroes of our modern day society for all the work that he does for goal, you know, in Africa and India and elsewhere.
In 1977, when John set up Goal, he had a vision of what Goal was going to be, and he took that opportunity and has developed it into 15 countries. Goal now employs about 2,000 people worldwide, working in very, very tough conditions in the whole area of humanitarian aid. Hugely successful. For every euro of money that Goal receives, only 5 cents is used on administration. I mean, that's real efficiency.
To really appreciate the value that Goal get out of every euro, or every dollar, or every pound sterling they collect, you need to go to the field and to see the projects in action. I saw them in Calcutta. It was a real eye-opener. And what made it better, John was with us. And to see John in action. I think it's Uncle John, they call him out there, you know, the young kids. You think he lived there all his life. The real entrepreneur works quickly. They don't dwell on an idea for a long time. How should we do this? John thinks of a way of going about it straight away. I think it works for him. And nobody refuses John.
Goal has spent over €300 million on its humanitarian programmes. From Angola to India, from Honduras to Sierra Leone, the impact of John O'Shea's work continues to be felt.
And that means that we all need each other. We should all look outside our own little realms at times to see is there something elsewhere that we could help. And I think it helps your own little business, your own little world, as well as helping the other. And I think that's the link that Goal and other associations like it, they act as a bridge or a link between different strands of society.
The winner of the Social Entrepreneur of the Year is Goal's John O'Shea.
You're privileged there to have seen the greatest sporting commentator there ever was or ever will be. An incredible guy. Mr. Minister, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm thrilled, embarrassed and almost humbled to get this award, but I'll treasure it, I can assure you. But I'll accept it on behalf of the goalies, the doctors, nurses, engineers, accountants, even, by the way, Ernst & Young. We use plenty of them, we're still looking for more. that have slaved and worked at a coalface since 1977. I suppose there are about 1,300 expats. I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of locals. But the best projects which we have done in that period have unquestionably been the ones where there's been an entrepreneurial spirit. Like, to get aid to the poor of the third world, in my humble opinion, is one of the hardest things on earth to do, to really reach those in greatest need. The obstacles are so great. So unless there is an entrepreneurial aspect to it, you're going to fail, and there are many failed projects throughout the third world. I came back from Calcutta last evening, and I saw many projects where thousands of people had their lives enriched and enhanced. And in all of them, there was that entrepreneurial spirit. I believe also that the poor of the third world will remain poor forever in their millions until such time as they can try and spawn another Mandela, people of his ilk. And the only way that will happen is through education. And from the springboard of education will hopefully come entrepreneurs. So I'm looking at people, and I want to congratulate all of the winners here tonight, and to me all of you were winners for being here. But I would like to ask you to consider, instead of the old holiday in Derrynane, and there's no nicer place on the planet even though we lost the bloody match, I would appeal to you to take a week or two out of your life, as Micheál and others, Mary, has done in recent years, and just go and watch people eke out a precarious existence in rubbish heaps where they're fighting with rats for sustenance and being treated like animals by their fellow human being. Because of what you have up here, you will be able to provide them with an avenue out of that morass of misery. So it's just a thought, but I would love really to see you do it, because the people of the third world, the millions of them, need that entrepreneurial support. So again, 1,000 thanks to all of you for being here, and for the headbangers who decided to give me an award. So Dennis, thank you very much. Thank you.